All right, hey guys, we are back. We are setting up for the next par 5. So, just as a safety precaution, no, yeah, why not? Just, you never know. So I'm going to switch my, tough call. If I drive it in the bunker, I want to make sure that I can get out of trouble. So, let's take a look here. We're going to stay with Apocalypse. We're going to stay with Guardian. Here we're going to go up to a Titan again. You want to make sure that you're getting to these par 5s because all 3 of them have their challenges at the pro expert level. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of those challenges and getting your eagle, getting to the greens, making sure that you're putting and not rough pitching or being too far from the hole. So here you're seeing him drive it in the rough, and that's one of the reasons that you want to put the long clubs on, is to make sure that you can still get it down towards the end of the fairway there if you are there. Now, one of the strategies that I want you guys to be using for this hole is try to land it above this bunker, especially with the trees not in play anymore. So here you're going to see me take off some topspin and just go a little bit more full, playing it over top this bunker with curl is what you're going to see me do. And I'm going to back off the power. I don't want to launch it too far here. So here you're going to see me just a little cautious. But now that those trees aren't in play, up. Unbelievable. So it just goes to show you, how much you don't need the topspin there. You don't even really need a lot of distance on this hole at all. I mean, I just got here earlier with basic clubs. I just got here in 2. I'm going to chip it backwards for you guys because I don't want to have to remake this hole. So just take off some of that topspin. In fact, I mean, I'm not even sure you need topspin, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sure you guys have the clubs long enough that, well, hopefully the third wind is still very similar to the second wind, hopefully. So I'm going to just chip this backwards here, put it where you guys should be putting it, as opposed to where I just put it. And hopefully the wind's at least similar, so we can go over the third shot. And just treat it as your second shot. And sure enough, it is. So just pretend I drove it there. So as you can see here, the way to go here is with backspin, no question. I'm already at max power here, and this is why I'm saying don't even put topspin on your drive. So I'm just trying to estimate the fairway, 5 rings down, 6 rings down. Just trying to see what the fairway's doing because that's going to be my new landing zone. So here you're going to see me just kind of play that wind, maybe 2 rings worth, 3 rings worth. I'm going to take off maybe 1 more additional ring. And what you see me using is about 2 backspin. And I'm just hitting a hop shot. It's the safest way to play this hole. In fact, you almost see me still hold it for eagle. There's no real risk going at the green using that method to approach this green. Whereas there's guys that you see will try to skip it through the rough, and it'll do a variety of different things. Sometimes, first off, they'll mishit it, they'll hit it in the sand. So that's one of the things that can go wrong. Another thing that can go wrong is that you can miss the rough altogether and have too much topspin on. Because you have to put a certain level of topspin, whether it be like 4 or 5 bars to get it to the hole. Well, with that much topspin, if you're not careful, you'll miss the rough altogether. So you want to be mindful of that if you do so choose to hit that shot. And like I said, you don't got to cheat every last yard out of that fairway. I did not expect my ball to come in that hot at all. Like, that was just a surprising shot for me that even happened. Because I would have anticipated it not even being fast at all. And it just took off down that hill because I didn't even use max. I know I took off like 2 bars. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the way that I played this wind is just ever so slightly, maybe a little bit different. I kind of like to hop it onto the green here in side winds when they're angled. When I have to aim over the rough like I'm about to have to, this is the way I like to do it. Play about a 4-ring adjustment, maybe just a hair extra since it's so right to left here with the way that it's coming in. And didn't need it. I didn't need that extra curl that I put on the ball. You got to be a little careful with that one. When you land it on that green, you see I'm kind of landing it on a downslope. If you hit that downslope just wrong, it just kind of scoops the green and just shoots down along. And it'll go like 10, 15 yards past the pin. And the only time that happens is when you play the approach like I just did there, which is the second hop lands onto the surface right above that ridge that's like a huge downslope. So that downslope can play inconsistent, and you want to be a little mindful of that. But we'll talk more about that when we get to that hole. And good luck with getting that fifth hole. You really want to make sure that you get the eagle there, no doubt about it. So see if you can't keep it in play there. Be a little bit cautious. I highly recommend doing it the way that I did, which was taking it over the bunker, which basically eliminates all the trouble. Now that there's no tree there in the way, thank goodness, that drive should be cake. Use no topspin, land it over the bunker. Do the curl just like I did. Put it in perfect position. That hole's not going to be trouble in this tournament. It's going to be an easy eagle that way. So keep that in mind. And see you guys on the next hole.